Yeah, I hate to be this blunt about it, but it seems like a lot of people who propose critical race theory haven't actually seen anybody do any hard work. Like if they're just saying that doesn't matter, it's like, have you seen 80 hours of work a week?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it doesn't
and
just
it's
come to people.
right. Right. It's so funny that, and this is sort of where I was alluding to earlier in the conversation. Uh, Critical race theory is an elite ideology. It was forged in the halls of the Ivy Leagues
That's crazy.
by people, by academics who, sat in their offices theorizing about the world. And there's a reason why that's the case, because even if you go to an inner city public school today, population 99% Black, or 95% Black, 5% Hispanic. You go to a Baltimore public school, and I've talked with people there, I've talked with former teachers, I've talked with students there. You realize even in those places, there is a hierarchy that is based not on race, but on competence. How could the hierarchy be based on race if all of the students and nearly all of the teachers are Black? And there are, even in that hierarchy, even in those classrooms, there are some students who want to study more. There are some students who really want to study hard, who really prioritize their education. And there are some students who are violent gangsters, and they're disrupting the entire classroom. And because they're not disciplined enough, that's the reason why, those schools, those kids are not given safe and effective environments to learn. It's really sad, but critical race theory unfairly puts the blame of this situation on white people when these places, it's not about white people at all. It's about what's going on in the culture within these schools and within these communities.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a solution here? Do you talk about any type of solution or how people should be acting as opposed to teaching CRT? Or are we just doomed?
I think that the solution, I think part of the issue with sort of reconstructing the entire solution is because our system has gotten, the CRT has really come in and lashed itself into all of the educational theory. So it's very hard to extricate ourselves from that. But I would say, to start out, we need to eliminate racial preferences. And we need to put a blanket ban on racial preferences in all universities, all public schools, high schools, everything like that. Because racial preferences provides all of the wrong incentives. Basically, if you are, just because of your background, if you're able to sort of acquire victim capital, then you're able to get into universities or get into schools that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten into. And what that creates, Mikhaila, by the way, that creates an industry of victimhood. It creates an incentive, a strong incentive for people to create the most victim-y story about themselves that they possibly could, so that they can get the maximum benefit and they can have the maximum leverage to get into whatever prestigious positions that they want to get into. So when you eliminate the industry of victimhood because of race preferences, then that's when the incentive to push CRT upon people and to push this racial systemic racism narrative starts to go away. And I think that's when you can start healing.